Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. My name is Sean, and today I've been nominated by YoJay Collectibles to take part in the Ultimate Grail Challenge. Now, the purpose of this is to learn more about us as YouTubers and creators, as well as more about our collections and the things that we don't normally show on videos, since we do a lot of some unboxings like my channel. I do a lot of new releases and occasionally some purchases that I've gotten online, and hopefully in the near future some mystery boxes. But this will give you a chance to learn more about me and my hobby, as well as the personal things in my collection that, you know, have some meaning and value to me. As well as YoJay Collectible was nominated to do this by Homespun Geek, which in return YoJay nominated myself along with Fritzy Funko. So here are the four things that we're going to talk in this video about. One is my most expensive pop. The second would be the autograph pop that's in my collection. Third is most sentimental pop, which I really like personally. And the last one is the Grail, the one that I'm looking for, constantly looking for, and hopefully one day will find. So, with that in consideration, let's get this party started. So, first one took me over a year to wait for it to actually get released, and that is the Kirk Hammett collection, which was at the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto, Ontario. This one I'm really happy to get a hold of. I have both of them. I have him and the Merman, but Frankenstein has always been my favorite out of all the classic monster movies. If you ever get a chance when you're in Toronto, if the exhibit's still there, I suggest you go and see it. This particular pop is sold out, unfortunately, but it is truly something in my collection. I am glad I have, and I will not give it up for the world. You know, it's great. I love it. In fact, you even see it in my videos. It's always to the left of me, usually on the pedestals rotating. It's one of the reasons why it's in a soft protector, not a hard protector, because the poor little motors can't run with it. Now, the next one for signed pops, I don't have any signed pops, which is unusual, considering I have over 600 pops just sitting in this apartment alone, and not a single one is autographed. However, if I could get an autographed pop, it would be Simon Pegg from Shaun of the Dead. I'm a huge Simon Pegg fan. Actually, I found out about him as an actor from this movie. If anybody knows anything, my name, people never spell it right. Always get the common spelling, which is S-E-A-N or S-H-W-N, but to get it spelt like this is a treat. And somebody who's a zombie fan, I've met George Romero twice before he passed, got his autograph. I mean, I've seen every zombie movie I can get my hands on, and the fact that this, you know, has my name spelt on it properly, I would love to get his autograph. Hopefully one day he comes to the Fan Expo in Toronto, and I will definitely go out of my way to get his autograph. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't currently have any autograph pops. I kind of wish I did, but unfortunately it just hasn't worked out that way. Now, the most sentimental pop kind of makes me a little melancholy. I'll explain. I started collecting several years ago. One of the things I started collecting was Ghostbusters. My parents split when I was young, and I watched that movie a lot. It was, you know, it was comfort for me. So when my father passed away several years ago, I was in Toronto, and I saw that they had these things called Funko Pops at a place called Silver Snail, and I bought them. And that's what started my collection. In fact, if you check my Instagram, you'll see one of the very first photos is the very first pops I ever bought. Now, flash forward a few months into my collecting, my mom's friend Peter was diagnosed with cancer, and he has since passed. Now, Peter was very good to my mother, and he saw that I was collecting, and he knew I was a Ghostbusters fan, so anytime he came across stuff that was Ghostbusters related, he would give it to my mom to give to me. Well, they were in the mall, and they happened to see this particular pop that I'm about to hold up. This exclusive. I still have the box, although I keep it out of box. And Peter bought it for my mother to give to me. And I got it for Easter. I was excited to have it. I mean, something funny watching a grown man being happy over a toy, but this means a lot. It holds a lot of symbolism for me in my sense, because it reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of my parents. It reminds me of my father. It reminds me of Peter, who's passed. And you know, it's the one pop that means a very lot to me, and I'm glad I have it, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. And it sits in one of the cases behind me, and I see it every day when I leave and when I come home, and I'm grateful for it. Um, now that we're done with that, um, let's pick it up a little more. My other fandom is Fallout. The case behind me, I have all the Fallout pops, and the one pop I would love to get, and would I'd be through the roof. Actually, it would probably make my year, or in this case, decade, since we just started it. Is I am looking for the Freddy Funko Vault Boy pop. It's the only one I don't have. It's one of the more expensive ones, and it's one that I would love to currently own. And unfortunately, at this time, I just don't. One day, I'm sure it will happen, hopefully in the near future, but it just hasn't. But it is the one pop I want. If I had that, that would make me ecstatic. Well, that's pretty well it. I've rambled enough. You guys have learned a little about me and my collection and what gets me excited. Now it's time to nominate two people. So the two people that I'll be nominating will be the Kryptics Kollections, as well as Andrew from the LUAU. These guys have been really great to me. I'm sure you've seen their channels. Kryptics does his live stream, for the hot sauces that I've been mostly watching them for, but as well as gaming, as well as Andrew has been very generous to the community, and he's been gracious enough to agree to do this. So I can't wait to see what they have in store. Again, want to thank you guys for watching this video. Want to say thank you again to all my new subscribers. If you like this video, let me know. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm always available on Instagram. Thank you, and remember, be good to each other. All right, bye now.